back to royalty soaps. Oh my gosh, I'm distracting myself because I look like a fairy. I think it's the bangs. Happy royal wedding day. That's right, I am so good at planning my videos in advance. I happen to know that this one is going live on the day that Prince Harry and Miss Meghan Markle are getting married. And just as an aside, last time there was a royal wedding with Prince William and Princess Kate Middleton, which, by the way, our names are the same. Her name is Catherine Elizabeth and so was mine, and I practically died inside when I found that out. I was up at 4 a.m. people. I was in front of the TV with my little hat on and my crumpets, and I was like, there's a princess being made this day. And it was basically like the highlight of my entire year, so I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. It's not even the fact that it's Britain, even though I am obsessed with all things Britain. It's just, oh, it's quintessentially romantic. A girl who has no royal affiliation, whatever, finds her prince and becomes a princess. It literally has nothing to do with today's video, like nothing at all. You guys know how I am. I get slightly sidetracked and I don't know, I have no excuse for myself. Today's video is actually going to be making blue Hawaiian slushy soap. It's a remake. Here's the first one that I made. I like this one, and because the fragrance is so strong, I feel like it's the heavy lifter in the soap. The design, of course, is still tropical. It's still really fun, but it's not like really intricate. At least that one wasn't. This time, however, I have made some changes. I have made it more intricate. We crafted a whole bunch of pineapples to put on top. We got sprinkles on there. It's basically the best. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have two. One for royalty soap, so that's gonna be all my soap pictures and basically just businessy things over there. And then I have my own personal one, and that's just things I enjoy, pictures of my baby, you know what I mean? And without further ado, I hope you all enjoy the video, and let's get started. We're going to begin by adding our lye water solution into our oils, pouring down the stick blender if that really helps at all. And now we're going to mix on high until everything is incorporated and we have reached a light trace. The fragrance oil I am using today is Blue Hawaiian from Nature's Garden. This is a fantastic summer fragrance. But before I add that in, I'm going to split off this batch. This is not going to be an equal split because what I'm doing is mixing up two different blue colors. We're basing this soap off of the actual Blue Hawaiian drink. So into the smaller container, I'm going to be adding some Siren's Song Mica from Nurture Soap. And into the large container, I'm going to be adding some Brilliant Blue Mica. This is my favorite blue of all time. Brilliant Blue does a really good job of creating a pigmented soap that doesn't bleed and doesn't fade over time. So now let's blend up the colors. These blues are pretty distinct, but to make them even more different, I'm gonna add a little bit of titanium dioxide mixed with water into this container. Dump a little of this in here and blend it up. This blue over here is sort of what I was thinking because it looks a little icier, kind of like a slush from Sonic, if you have Sonics where you live. This is like a blue coconut cream slush, and this is like just the regular blue coconut one. And as you can probably see, the fragrance oil will curdle your soap a little bit. This is called ricing, but it actually stick blends out to be very smooth, so it's nothing to worry about. So there we go, all smooth once more. For the design this time, I'm going to be taking the light blue soap and I'm going to be pouring it into the big blue bucket here. And scraping my container so it just plops all into the bucket. And now that my little container is good and scraped, it is time to pour this into the molds. I'm not stirring anything, I am just pouring directly into the mold containers, and I hope that will keep the two blues very separate. I'm gonna pour that first one in. gonna come over here and we're gonna pour the second one. It's been a long time since I did a soap this blue, like with no other accent colors at all. I'm gonna shimmy this down a little. Or tap it on the floor. Add a little more on top. And now that all the soap is in the two molds, I'm gonna let it sit and set it off to the side and mix up my soap frosting. For the topping, I have the Royalty Soaps piping set with the open, I'm not really sure what kind of a tip this is. It's like the most basic cupcake decorating tip of all time. And I'm just putting 3 little dollops across the soap. My goal for the top, of course, is to make it look like ice cream or whipped cream, something that would be on the top of a blue Hawaiian, which I, by the way, have never tried ever. It looks so tasty, but I don't even know where to get one. I've got big plans for the top of this soap. It is getting an upgrade. Last time we put a little tiny pineapple slice on the side and a maraschino cherry, and that was it. But we are doing more this time. We're getting more extravagant. I don't know. All of my soaps have been so extra recently. Y'all should let me know in the comments below if there are any drinks I should make soaps based after. I have a few of them that I want to do. I thought maybe we should do like a summer drink month for soap making and do like, oh, an Arnold Palmer, and then like a watermelon spritzer, maybe a mojito. There's so many really good drinks that you could make soaps based off of that have really lovely fragrances associated with them. Now I'm going to fill in the little gaps in between the piping here. Just going side to side. It's still pretty runny as far as piping consistency goes, which I think looks better if you're going kind of for the whipped cream look, to have like less defined ridges on the side, because whipped cream out of a can never looks perfect. And having a runnier consistency also helps if you are wanting to add a lot of embeds on top, like I'm going to do today. And whether those embeds are little bitty like poppy seeds or colored salts or things of that nature, or they're larger embeds like soap gum balls, having a runnier consistency kind of helps grip onto them a little bit more so they don't fall off whenever you're cutting up your bars after they have sat for their 24-hour period. So there's a lot of things that can be helped by doing the runny soap piping, but if you're not putting anything else on top, it's better to let it sit a little while if you want more defined edges. The recipe that I am using for this soap base, so the blue part of this soap, is down in the description box below, and then my fail-proof soap recipe that I use for the frosting every time comes with the Royalty Soaps piping kit, and that's available at Nurture Soap. So if you're interested in piping your soaps, that's where you can get my piping set. And then I have exclusive videos that I have for the piping set customers to kind of teach you how to use it and what to look for, and really just step by step of using the piping recipe. Gonna stick this last little dollop here on top of all the bars, and then we get to move on to putting the embeds in, my favorite part of soap making. I like piping too, but putting the embeds in is just, oh, it's so much fun, because it's like, it literally is the cherry on top. And speaking of cherry on top, let's put our little maraschino soap cherries on top here. We're gonna put them right in the middle of all the bars. And for those who are new around here, that's what these lines on my molds are. It tells me where each bar will be cut so that I can center everything correctly. I do share how I make these soap gum balls. I bought a mold from, there's a lot of different suppliers that carry the mold that I use, and I will share the video in the little cards section on the right side of the screen now, if you're curious on making them, want to make some for yourself. Now that all the maraschino cherry soap gum balls are in, it's time to add the pineapples. Every single pineapple has the top dipped in green Vibrance mica that was mixed with vodka, because vodka evaporates really, really quickly. So you dip them in and then you take them out and let them dry for about 5 minutes or so, and then all of them are green with the tops. This is a labor of love, I can tell you that, because we had to dip 170 pineapples. I'm gonna start on the ends. I'm just gonna pick a side to push them into here. And for the end pieces, I always have the embeds facing out because that's the side that looks best on the end pieces. Just stick them right here and on this side as well. And then for photos, I like all of my embeds going in one direction just because it looks good. So I'm gonna align them all up. This is gonna take some doing here. I'm just gonna press them in gently, making sure that the soap frosting is really gripping onto those pineapples so they're not moving. I think I had them a little too angled. I think I'm gonna angle them up a little bit more. I flip the soaps around so you can see what I'm doing on the other side of the bars. I'm just gonna be sticking in a green straw into the soap like so. I got these straws and the pineapple mold off of Amazon. If you guys can't already tell, I love Amazon. All the straws are in now, so I'm gonna take these really pretty sprinkles and put them on one side of the soap. The side with the straw, actually. I may end up putting it on both sides, though, now that I'm looking at it. It looks kind of uneven. I'll just put it very, very sparse on the other side. Come over here, same thing. All the sprinkles are in, so I'm going to give this a very light spritz with rubbing alcohol. I'm not gonna spray as much as I normally do because I don't want the tops of these pineapples to get messed up. And that's it, we're done. This is what the soaps look like on top. If this doesn't scream tropical drink party, I don't know what does. I'm gonna let them sit for 18 to 24 hours and then we'll come back after this quick commercial break to cut them all up and take a peek at the inside. We are back the next day to cut our blue Hawaiian slushy soap. I'm gonna press down gently with my cutter here, available at Nurture Soap. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Look at this design. I absolutely love that rippling effect the light blue has going through the bar. And come on now, the top is just amazing. And I can personally testify that the fragrance for this is so strong. Like, it's so good, it is gonna smell up your whole entire bathroom. If you would like to get one of these bars to celebrate your up-and-coming summer vacation, they will be available on June 6th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Caleb has the question of the day for us. I was all primed and ready, you little dork.
Would you rather never use social media sites or apps again, or would you rather never watch another movie or TV show?
Oh no. But my job depends on social media sites. This is, oh, I don't want to answer this at all. Well, I know what Caleb would pick. He would send social media to the gutter. But I love it. So, I don't know. What if they make one of my favorite books into a movie and then I can't watch it? Okay, I'm sending social media away. I can't live with the fact that they might make another redo of Anne of Green Gables and I wouldn't be able to see it.
Books into movies? That's your biggest complaint?
Yes, books into movies is my biggest complaint. You married a nerd bird. If you would like to vote in the question of the day, you can click the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Who is gonna win out? The people on social media or the movie buffs? We wanna know. I hope you guys really, really love this soap. If you do, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below, and if you're feeling feisty, you can click the notification bell so the soap fairy alerts you every time I upload a new video. I have nothing planned for what I need to say now. I feel like I could have a whole video where I just sit down and talk to you guys. You guys are like my friends I don't actually have in real life. But I love each and every one of you so much. Thanks y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all next week for another Royalty Soaps video. Do something fun for yourself, whether that's watching the royal wedding or completely ignoring the fact that it exists. Do something that makes you happy, and I'll see you all next week. So until then, bye for now. Yeah.